thanks for sticking with me. I wanted to show you a video of this one because it's kind of complicated the way that I went, and I discovered something interesting about a rather old search interface that might be useful for you. So I went to like Penn State or Pennsylvania, and somebody referred to some of these digitized newspapers appearing in a database that we have access to. So I wanted to show you that and some of the nuances of what I discovered, which is like shocking. I might have to put in a trouble ticket with the database. So go to the library homepage, databases, go to the letter H, and then Hathi Trust. Hathi Trust comes out of a big scanning initiative partnership between Google and UC Davis, UC Berkeley, University of Michigan, University of Utah contributed to it. But essentially, they scanned all the books in these academic libraries, did optical character recognition so you could search them. But the Hathi Trust represents the libraries where they get to keep an electronic archive access to this and attach metadata records and things to it so it can play in the library. Unfortunately, it didn't play in the library. So let me show you a search that I did. I put in quotes because I want to find the Women's Medical College of Pennsylvania. But a fascinating thing happened. This is an old database. This maybe goes back like 20 years. And I don't know if they've updated their source code, but in database language, in my limited knowledge, there are what they call stop characters. So if you have like a space, it kind of, in many databases, there's a little stop character where it'll ignore a space and it won't transform the search. In this one, it did change it. So when I had no space after it, I only got 20 results. When I put a space after it, even though it's in quotes and everything is sticking together, I got 3,000 results in newspapers. So that weren't indexed anywhere else that I could find. So with the space in there is a weird tip. I don't know how I discovered it. Somebody on a motorcycle outside, and it's like 29 degrees. So in this database, I don't know what that extra space does, but the nuance is beneficial because we've got all of this stuff. It might be, so pamphlets show up in here, books, booklets. Not a lot of ephemera, but sometimes that kind of falls in there. Sometimes primary sources, like self-published books and things like that. But if you go way down here to original format, and then show all 20 original formats, magically, newspaper shows up. If this college is in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, and that helps narrow down your location, that's great. But you can also go into the place of publication. So if you want to avoid the things that are from California, so if you want to narrow down to, hopefully there's a paper from Pennsylvania, of course there isn't. So maybe this is missing. Oh no, here we go, 143 from Pennsylvania. Before you click on that, though, I would warn you that these newspapers, the metadata, sometimes has been added dynamically by some computer program, and they might have missed the location city. This is not absolute, but it's filled with errors. So I'd look through all of these first before you narrow down to just Pennsylvania. Let me know how it goes. Oh, by the way, narrow down to Pennsylvania. Let me show you what you get. Because some of these are full view and some are not full view. All of these are going to be out of copyright, so you should be able to see the whole thing. But when you go in, let's look at the church standard, even though it's, yeah, we'll look at one from 19th century. Hopefully we can get back into the date range that you're looking at. When you're looking at it, you should get a PDF that has the added value of searchability. Sometimes you have to download the whole PDF and search using Adobe Acrobat, because in this one it's embedded in another window. But it's great for visual aids. And there is a way where you can jump. Oh yeah, you can search in this text. Okay, so you can see ads from the time. Helen's lung balsam, cocaine. All right, let me know how it goes. Sometimes you have to sign in to get the downloads or things like that. But let me know if you run stuck with anything. And this is the one that I wanted to show you. I'll keep asking and seeing if I can find other ways to get into these papers.